Hello guys, welcome to World of Conan, and I want to begin this video to say thank you so much for the 100 subscribers and now even more, and it's fun to have you guys along this journey, checking out this content. Like I commented on one of my videos, I think I just started this channel for fun to make some Conan content because I just found it severely lacking on YouTube, like a more focused on Robert E. Howard's stuff, like his writing. There is obviously the what was it called, channel again? One of the channels that focuses on Robert E. Howard himself. A lot of great interviews by people who knew him, or knew of him, or knew someone that you knew him. Yeah, okay, I butchered that. You know what I mean. And yeah, that's a great channel. I completely forgot what it was called, the channel, but you can. They also had the Robert E. Howard like cons or talks where a lot of scholars or people who've studied Robert E. Howard's writings and stuff are stuff like that, serious stuff, which this channel is not. This is just a channel for the fun of it, for the love of it, for the fun of it, of Robert A. Howard, Solomon Kane, Conan, Colin, and so forth. Not to be taken super serious. I'm not an expert. I never claimed to be. Just a fan. So yeah, wasn't that much else I wanted to say, but just thank you guys so much. A big hail to you for subscribing and being along for this journey. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. And of course, if you have suggestions, like what kind of videos you would like more of course, looking at the numbers, I kind of know already, but I still like to do all different kinds of videos on this subject of Robert E. Howard and Conan and so forth. So yeah, there's not much else to say, but give you something cool and extra. I'll give you a reading of a Robert E. Howard story or poem, I would say. So check it out. Hail Conan, and in this case, hail Solomon Kane.
The white gulls wheeled above the cliffs. The air was slashed with foam. The long tides moaned along the strand when Solomon Kane came home. He walked in silence, strange and dazed, through the little Devon town. His gaze, like a ghost's come back to life, roamed up the streets and down. The people followed wonderingly to mark his spectral stare, and in the tavern silently they thronged about him there. He heard as a man hears in a dream the worn old rafters creak, and Solomon lifted his drinking jack and spoke as a ghost might speak. There sat Sir Richard Greenville once, in smoke and flame he passed, and we were 1 to 53, but we gave them blast for blast. From crimson dawn to crimson dawn, we held the dawns at bay. The dead lay littered on our decks, our masts were shot away. We beat them back with broken blades, till crimson ran the tide. Death thundered in the cannon smoke when Richard Greenwell died. We should have blown her hull apart and sunk beneath the main. The people saw upon his wrists the scars of the racks of Spain. Where is Bess? Said Solomon Kane. Woe that I caused her tears. In the quiet churchyard by the sea she has slept these 7 years. The sea wind moaned at the window pane, and Solomon bowed his head. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust, and the fairest fade, he said. His eyes were mystical deep pools that drowned unearthly things, and Solomon lifted up his head and spoke of his wanderings. Mine eyes have looked on sorcery in the dark and naked lands, horror born of the jungle gloom, and death on the pathless sands. And I have known a deathless queen in a city old as death, where towering pyramids of skulls her glory witnessed. Her kiss was like an adder's fang, with the sweetness Lilith had, and her red-eyed vassals howled for blood in that city of the mad. And I have slain a vampire shape that sucked a black king white, and I have roamed through grisly hills where dead men walked at night. And I have seen heads fall like fruit in the slaver's barracoon, and I have seen winged demons fly all naked in the moon. My feet are weary of wandering, and age comes on apace. I fain would dwell in Devon now, forever in my place. The howling of the ocean pack came whistling down the gale, and Solomon Kane threw up his head like a hound that snuffs a trail. Adown the wind like a running pack, the hounds of the ocean bayed, and Solomon Kane rose up again and girt his Spanish blade. In his strange cold eyes a vagrant gleam grew wayward and blind and bright, and Solomon put the people by and went into the night. A wild moon rode the wild white clouds, the waves in white crests flowed, and Solomon Kane went forth again, and no man knew his road. They glimpsed him etched against the moon, where clouds on hilltop thinned. They heard an eerie echoed call that whistled down the wind.